Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a paper cube that turns into a beautiful rose. Let's start out by taking a piece of paper and folding it in half. Now by doing this, we should get at least 2 pieces of paper depending on how big you want your cube to be. Now if we crease the edge really sharply like this and tear it down the middle really carefully, being really careful not to rip the paper itself, we should at least get 2 pieces of paper and now ready to move on. Now I did this at least one more time with my other piece of paper, and you can go ahead and discard one of the pieces because we're only going to need 3 for this. Now that I have all the pieces, let's get ready to fold. Now what I did here was I took this piece of paper, this is going to be one of the petals for the rose, I folded it in half, I took the flaps and folded it to the middle line. I did this on both sides, and when you're done, it should look something like this. After that, let's take one of the top right corners and fold it down to the 4th line. Make sure all the edges line up with the corners, and this is going to be really important. Now let's turn it around to the other side and do the same thing there. Now this is where it gets difficult. We're going to reverse fold that line you see there. Make sure everything's lined up. And I'll turn around and do the same thing there. And this is going to form the pockets and the petals for the rose. For the green ones, it's going to be a little different. We're going to take this corner you see here, fold it inwards, and then we're going to take all of this and fold it up. Now this is going to be really important because this is going to form the leaves of the rose you see here. Now we continue as shown here, with about ready to move on to the next step. Now let's take 3 of the pink sides, which is going to form the rose itself, and let's put them together. Now if you look here, this should be a triangle and a pocket. Now this should fit right into the pocket, no trouble at all. Make sure these are facing the right way, and it doesn't really matter which way they face because it's all going to end up the same. As long as you can put the petals together the same way. Now we're ready to put this thing together. To do that, all we need to do is push the petals into the rose pockets, and don't worry if they stick out because you're going to want that after we put these together. To transform this thing is incredibly simple. Simply lift up the pockets as shown, being really careful not to rip the paper, and do the same thing for the leaves on each side. And we should be done. And everything should fall right back into place. After that, you transformed a simple cube into a beautiful rose. Anyway, remember to like and subscribe and check out my last video if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next video.